Hey there, Silver-Tongued Devil here, and today's live stream we're doing something even more different than usual. We are having a look at Death Horizon. Now, some of you may remember the first game. I have very fond memories of Death Horizon and into its reloaded era, and if memory serves, and it often doesn't, I remember a time when that game didn't have cooperative, and then all of a sudden it did, and that game was developed and added onto and expanded on, and just more and more and more and more. The price did go up incrementally. What can you expect from developers? You know, they're here to make a buck as well. Now they have a new game on the horizon. Now this is in App Lab. This is early access. I've pretty much played through most of it because that's what I tend to do. I'd like to show the game off in as good a light as possible, and you know, at least having an idea of what I'm doing so that I can answer any questions. We may have the developers in the chat. If they do pop in, I'm sure they'll make themselves known. We can question them and tell them stuff and do bits and pieces. But again, like I know from Dream Devs, they are very open to feedback and suggestions and various bits and pieces. So I'll destroy my progress, I'd imagine, and we'll start a new game, shall we?
Hello and welcome to Horizon Lab, the pinnacle of neural cybernetic enhancements. I'm Cynthia from the support team. I know that the first working day can be challenging, so I'll be helping you with the onboarding process.
Don't worry, love, I've been here before. Right, so let's get this sorted out first. There we go. Don't auto guess. Doesn't work very well. So pretty standard stuff. Pudgy hands, nice nail varnish, as Ron said. I've set up basically what is snap turn, but within the snap turn you've kind of got an element of smooth turn as well. So yeah, everybody catered for. But yeah, fairly basic, fairly on it so far. No, you don't, and you'll see why in a minute. Oh, have I gone a bit too fast? Surely not. That doesn't sound like me. There we go. Right, now.
As you know, we in Horizon Lab believe that humanity's true potential can be unlocked with cybernetic enhancement. So let's start with upgrading your hands. Place both of your hands on these areas, firmly grip them, and hold them using the grab buttons.
So, for those of you who can't get that right nail polish, and if your hands are a bit chubby and pudgy and yeah, well, let's replace them, shall we?
These modules will greatly increase your power.
There we go. That's much better. I prefer that veneer on my arms. Don't know about you guys, but there you go. So yeah, as I said, I get the impression that what we're looking at here we could see on Quest 2, so I think there might be more to give with it. So very much on the cyberpunk aesthetic, a game that I still haven't played or got round to because, I don't know, it was in such a state when it came out, and I'm just waiting for it to get better if it ever does. I've been told different things about it, so yeah, let's put these bad boys to the test, shall we?
Press and hold both grab and trigger buttons to activate your modules.
Lovely. Fantastic. It works. Yeah, if I was a PC VR type, I definitely would try and mod it.
You can check energy status in your vitals on the hand's holo
So,
display. To refill
health,
your energy,
energy.
you need to kill enemies without using your prosthetic. I'll show you soon enough.
Don't know about you guys, but if it was an option, I'd definitely have a pair of these. Give up my actual arms. Brilliant. Not necessarily these, but so
Sticks are equipped with a magnetic pull module.
one of
Simply
the
reach your hand towards the object, hold the grab button, and do
things
a quick pulling motion.
that you'll see is we have
Press it again to catch the object.
Again, I've never really played Half-Life Alyx. Well, I haven't played Half-Life Alyx. I've seen a lot of it, but because I'm not a PC VR type. But we do have. Damn, missed it. Crap. We do have that. So that is your thing for getting hold of items. Again, it needs a little bit of work. Proceed to the next room. No, someone else has been donated my pungy, horribly varnished, nailed hands / forearms. So, yeah.
The energy blade. It's a pretty fun and reliable way to refill your energy. Take it and attach it.
Seems to be when you do it over distance. The thing that I don't know if they should have this, I don't know if Alyx works like this, is you should be able to just hold the button and it just catches it, but you have to time it to catch it. So, but yeah, right. What do you want me to do? Chop them up? Right? Cool. I want to kill the other one. These aren't standard zombies. Oh, he didn't die. Ah. Ooh, did I just lose it? Is that gone now? Come on now. I'll just... There you go. Sorted. Can I move along? Broke it already. I was supposed to holster it. Can I get it back? I think it's gone into the ground. Damn it. My own fault for not attaching. Because I didn't attach the sword. It didn't return. Lovely. There we go. And through. Oh, you got some moves? Not like this one.
Proceed to the next room.
Perfect.
See that red button? Don't touch
Excellent.
it yet.
I've already shown them this. Right, okay. So yeah, pay attention to what happens in the tutorial, and it might go, again, this is a thing with App Labs, especially when you've played it through, you then try and rush your tutorial, don't listen to what it's saying.
Ready? Now press the red button.
And they don't accommodate for that. So, reflecting shots is as simple as just holding the blade in front of you, so nothing truly difficult there. We can also use slow time as well. Perfect. But we don't need slow time. A lot of the time, as long as you hold the blade in and around where the laser is, it'll do the job for you. So it's good like that.
And now you're a certified collector manager. It's time for your
certified collector manager.
But let's patch you up before that. Go to the nearest terminal, activate it, and use the syringe to heal yourself. Step into the elevator when you're ready.
Damn you. There we go. Do I actually need this? No. I better use it though. So one of the things I don't think it covers in the actual tutorial or anywhere in the game, and it's not apparent if you're not looking for it. And just stick it. And you can use it even if you're at full health, is that you can equip those to your shoulders, so you can actually be carrying meds around with you as well. A weird choice to equip them to your shoulders, but hey, App Lab, right? So, that's the tutorial.
It's easy to get lost in the lab. So it's time to
and now we're in the lab.
Map. Lift your hand up to your eyes to activate it. The map will show explored rooms, notable places, and your current objective. As you can see on the map, there is a scan terminal nearby. Activate it to receive Horizon credits, which you can then spend to buy new equipment.
Oh, new equipment, you say? Now, again, App Lab-wise, early access, there's not a vast amount of stuff for you to get in the game at the moment. You can get the pistol and a plethora of upgrades for it, and you can also get the rifle and a plethora of upgrades for it. And there are 2 kinds of cybernetic modules at the moment. There are more being added, which we can actually have a look at as well. We are having to do a lot of scanning of prosthetics.
You need to kill 10 enemies.
Prosthetics. And now we've got to kill. Now, the one thing that I will say is the sword, when you are fighting with it, feels good to begin with. And then every now and again, it's almost like the gunplay's good, but it's almost like the sword moves within the grip, and so you end up, you're cutting properly and it's doing this. So, but we'll see how we get on. And we can just go off exploring as we want to as well. Obligatory loot. Pop those, they'll get you extra credits. I like this dance. How'd you do it without blocks? That's 3. Now, every time we press the slow time button, we'll lose 20 energy. And then by getting kills with it, by getting kills with the sword or with our fists, we'll get them back. But we used some because we used the power. What are you doing?
I need a sick day after this. You can generate energy by killing zombies without using your prosthetics.
Dead? Dead? Now he's dead.
You mother flipper!
When the XP and the credits start falling from them, that's when you know you've killed. How many we got left? Can't be too many. Right, end it there, Von. Pick us a winner. Don't know why. I suppose if you couldn't, it would be an issue, wouldn't it? Cool. Now the game is. I don't think the tutorial is procedurally generated, but the rest of the game is. So you'll get used to these corridors. Again, early access is as early access does, but it feels like you're in a big laser quasar arena at all times. And there are some interesting environments. There's obviously a reason to explore as well, i.e. these crates. One of the things which is an interesting choice as well is there is an incremental crouch on the game. So if you are standing still, you can lower yourself to the level that you want. Now the only other game that but you can also kind of use it to peek as well, which I haven't seen on any other VR game other than Breaches. Myself personally, I'm sure there's other games that might have done it. So these are what we need to be scanning, and that's one of the things that the game kind of forces you to do. Attention on the thing, scanning the thing, and then that allows zombies to spawn behind you. Is this leading us somewhere? It looks like it is. Let's have a look, see where it's going. Oh, okay. Is it just one big... Might just be one big circle. So here's something that I don't think, as I said, was covered in the tutorial, but I found that you can equip those to your steady on, pal. Ah, damn. Okay, well, yeah, lucky.
Your breath is worse than your bite.
Ow! He just chucked something at me. Okay, so this is just one big loop then, the tutorial side of things. I didn't explore it much last time. You do get additional XP as it happens for exploring. But let's get back. And then we just come back here. So that is, in essence, at the moment, this is the game loop. Yeah, no worries, Micah. You're more than welcome. That was our own Siobhan in the chat that you have to thank for that. She squirreled up that code from the depths of wherever it was. For anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, Max Mustard is like £2.19 with the code that I've put on the community tab, or like $3 something. So I don't even like VR platformers all that much. Moss was alright. It was fun trying to kill the little mouse, but don't think I'd be doing the same with Max Mustard. I got that one for the kids, if I'm honest, but hey, you might be into your platformers. So, we have done the tutorial. Oh, let's just make sure. Yeah, for that was exactly what I was like. I was like, £2.19 for a $22.99 game. Yeah, I'd just take it, even if I don't like it. Doesn't matter at that price, does it? So, there are going to be leaderboards. I don't know why it's got me as Rob and not Silver Tongue Devil, but hey, I get this with some other games as well, especially in the App Lab. Happens on, trying to think what else it happens on. Sweet Surrender. So, the game loop is, we go into the procedurally generated thing, kill the zombies, that gets us XP, that gets us cash, and then we can build ourselves up.
First, use your pointer to click on the sidearm, or simply pick it up with your hand.
Oh yeah, the aliens, though. Don't forget aliens.
Now click on the buy button to complete the transaction.
So, this is pretty spot on. You just grab what you want. Oh, you can't equip it yet. Grab what you want. So we're going to need that. And we're going to need that.
Now this part is important.
And then we buy.
You need to holster your weapon to update your loadout. Secure, that's it. Now you're good to go. You can test your weapons at shooting range and in the training room.
So, one of the things,
unlocked weapons and attachments, even if you don't
yeah,
know them yet.
Yeah, very
Just
much so.
From the wall and return them when you're done.
The gun
And
models,
that
I think, look absolutely fantastic. Very futuristic. A little bit, you know, could do with a little bit of a touch up, but you know, the shiny and chrome of it is there, and it feels futuristic. Yep. My only concern at the moment, no option for me to rack the slide with trigger, and I've always been a fan of that. I hate having to hold the grab button, but needs must. So that is now our starting loadout. We haven't got the levels to be able to get anything else. There's various barrel attachments, there are mag upgrades, there's a little red dot sight, and as well as, I think there's a laser. Yeah, red dot laser there as well. So that's all that we can do for now. Just to give you a little overview of what they have and where they're going. There is a revolver, and I'm sure, but that's not out yet. That's what they're working on next. There is a shotgun. And the rifle, the AR rifle, and again, this looks very cool as well. The AR rifle is already good to go, but we're going to need some level ups to be able to get that. And so what the game loop becomes is you go out there And you do as... Oh, is it? No, 2 seconds. Oh, yeah, I didn't turn it down from when we had to restart. There we go. 50%. How's that? So, you need to make sure that I save those. So, we go out there, we do the bits, that'll get us XP, that'll get us money, and then we use that to upgrade our weaponry. Now, I haven't actually died in this, and I've done everything so far. I haven't got to top level and unlocked everything for the rifle, but we'll probably be able to get that done tonight. If you die, which we'll probably test later, and if it happens by accident, I'll say it was on purpose. Ooh. That's what I think they're going for, if I'm honest. Death Horizon, but with neon and cyberpunk. Hello, Op, as well. It's... Okay, the mechanics of it, and you can feel that they've got the base game from Death Horizon, and they're just turning it into something new. So, like, although it hasn't featured, because I remember the climbing being quite a big part within Death Horizon, although I haven't seen any reason to use it within the game at the moment, it's all in here, and you've got a little various climbing sections. One of the things that I always remember Death Horizon actually being quite good for was the climbing mechanics were always reasonably on point, and then there was always that time when they weren't, and you fell horribly to your death. So, yeah, it is just a single player at the moment. Multiplayer is on the way. As I understand it, that's what they're working on next. So, we've had a look at some of the weaponry that are available. This is where I worked out that you can actually store your medic syringes, any extras that you've got, on your shoulders. Again, a bit twitchy. Don't know if shoulders is the right place for it, but hey, all subject to change. We have so far the gorilla power, which is this punch. We have the razor's edge. Now, these are the two that are in the game. These I haven't really played with, strangely. So, I'll be honest, I like doing the gunplay in this. The sword's all well and good, and there's times when you have to rely on it, but yeah, the sword play isn't quite as tight, I don't think, at the moment as the gunplay is. So we've also got the grappling hook coming through, so that'll be me. I do love grappling about the place. And then we've got spider hands as well, so that'll allow you, I would imagine, to climb on everything and anything. So here's hoping I can go upside down, so that would be good. So yeah, very much a cyberpunk aesthetic and feeling, and I think anybody who's familiar with Death Horizon, the original, will be right at home. Now, here's something that I don't agree with. I appreciate that they've put all of this here, but don't put things in VR that we can't interact with. I want to play darts. I want to play air hockey. I want to play this. I can't do any of it because I want to fiddle with the jukebox. So, but I get it, you know, these are just assets and they can't just have a blank room with coming soon now, can they? So, right, let's crack on, shall we? So, when you're ready, you choose a sector and you just get at it. There will be various things that we need to do to be able to unlock the next sector. And I think to begin with, I mean, a lot of it is just kill X, as you would probably expect. Now, we haven't got a massive amount of ammunition. Let's have a look. We're not going to have any map data at the moment either.
Sound the alarm.
Right. What are we saying? Kill 30 enemies.
Let's go.
Now, as I said, I find that the gunplay is reasonably tight. There seems to be a little bit of drift with shots when you are on the move. So at the moment, you want to be doing a lot of your shooting standing still or slow time. So, but let's go and have a look around, shall we? And you'll basically get peaks and troughs of enemies, and it is worth exploring these corners as well. Hello, Scatman. How are we doing? It is worth exploring these corners and these various bits and pieces because you might find crates. Still haven't worked out if a headshot is better or shooting the chest module. I think it's actually the chest module. So as I was saying, we've got health, but we don't need that. So we will store that on your shoulder. Again, a bit twitchy for that actually storing, and a bit twitchy getting it off as well.
I'm on fire today.
Looking for ammunition pretty quick.
Cleared. The fight isn't over yet.
Scan this for money, and then that then goes on to a cooldown, so you can keep on coming back to this. You can actually make that part of your route then as you come back. Isn't the Quest 3 amazing? Let's carry on exploring. And it's one of those games where, oh yeah, you can get more ammunition. We're gonna have to find it though.
And stay dead.
But if we run out, you've always got trusty swords. Ammunition you'll find right here. Oh, I get lost all the time. There is a map.
Locked in. Neutralized.
If you... No, I think they just die when you take anything off of them.
I'm out of ammo.
So, infected. I mean, zombies. Again, I haven't spent... I've just killed them. I haven't spent a massive amount of time finding out what the system is. But I think you get more credits and more XP, at least on the zombies, for shooting the panels. Right, are we good on ammunition? We're not bad. Cool, this is a dead end.
You're done. Gotta stay sharp.
Yes. I mean, to be fair, K2, they go down pretty fast anyway, and it is reasonably satisfying.
Take this. Just had this shirt dry cleaned.
That's what I get for going in slow motion without the swords. So as I said, it's the shooting on the move that seems a little bit off, especially when you're in your slow motion. Let's try that again. Hey, it's ready. Lovely. More credits for us. Fantastic. Can't get those again.
It's too quiet here.
We can head back to the exit, or we can just carry on. Might as well make sure we get up to level 2, so that just basically means more kills. Slow-mo is literally right thumbstick. And then the way that it works is it will take 20 energy off of you, and you'll basically go into slow motion. I think it's about 10 seconds, or until you press the thumbstick again. So we're in slow motion at the moment. About 8 seconds, I think that is. Ammo. Cool. Yeah. I think it should be flip up and grab. Right, well, in that case, if she's starting to sound like Ashley, we know
No
not
ammo.
to get her in here with me.
Fresh mag.
It'll
Let's
only go well. Well, that was nice. Cool. Let's try these, shall we? Well, they work. If anything, those are a bit better than the sword. Oh, nice.
The blade prevails. Haters gonna hate.
I haven't actually played around with those. They're pretty good.
Clean kill.
Lovely.
Can't afford to let my guard down. Yes, reloaded.
But again, yeah, everything like, you know,
A little break,
the voice
then back to business.
and the various bits and pieces. This can all change. Just generic computer voice would do me. I don't need story. Just give me the zombies to kill.
Quiet enough to hear a pin drop.
We might as well wait around here, forget that, for some more Kachinga. So we've got to go back that way to escape. And so it is a little bit of an extraction looter shootery sort of experience as well with that procedurally generated thing. Is you can stay down here for as long as you like. I would imagine, I mean, as you go into different sections, the size will increase. Oh, we have been this way. The size will increase. I think the enemy types...
Out of ammo, but not ready to act. I'm on fire today.
Not that I've seen.
Target eliminated.
Without saying... Oh. What? Hang on, check
Style
that a
this
second.
under defeated with style. Clean kill. Reloaded.
And let me get to the end, and then I'll find out. We wait our seconds? Yes, we did. Lovely. Oh, there we go. And no disadvantage for not two-handing as well. So you can. So Fish will be happy. You won't get massive amounts of recoil. I mean, to be fair, we have got cybernetics on, so at least that is a thing. But I prefer two-handed.
Neutralize.
Cool. That will do us. So we could go down there, and then that'll lead us to another bit, a load of other bits and bobs. We're finished here though, so we can
Heads
just
will roll.
get out of here.
That was easy.
But you generally try and stick around whilst you've got the ammunition.
Out of my way.
And again, the environments are pretty basic. I think they can do a lot with the environments later on. But I do like the fact that enemies don't just drop in or spawn from nowhere. They'll always... Yeah, these are starting to get a bit faster. They'll always like spawn in behind a box or out of your field of view.
Game over for you.
Not mentioning any games. Onward. No, I'm extracting. Get away. Lovely. There you have it, guys and gals. That is your game loop. Right, what are we trying to say? Kebab. I mean, if you can't say kebab, Doc, that's not me. That's YouTube. So I don't know. Maybe they've got something against kebabs. Don't say falafel. I actually, yes, yeah, you can. Yeah, so if you so desired, you can You know, I have tried. You can't hold the sword the wrong way, but again, that's something that they'll add, I am sure. A lot of this stuff as well, I don't actually have to put it away. It will, once you've equipped it, it will auto-return. So, I've played games like this before. This one is arguably a lot better done than the ones that I've played before already, and it's only just begun, really. This is the compelling part. So we've got a level up, which now allows us to add some things to our guns. We've only got one level up, but we can get this now. So that's recoil control. Not particularly inventive or anything along those lines, but this is going to be the way of it now. So we level up, we can get better things, we attach them. That allows us to have more control over our firearms, and even if you do run out of ammunition, well, we've got plenty of other bits and pieces at our disposal. You can't take more ammunition in with you, but what you can do is, obviously, these are heavier and heavier and bigger capacity mags. So, well, we'll do some more blade work, definitely. Because these are just attached to the hands and nothing else, I'm actually finding that they are very usable. The only problem that I have with the sword is, I don't know, maybe two-handing things is a real problem in VR. I don't know, because Dungeons of Eternity seem to struggle with it, with the two-handing side of things. But I find the more I use it, the more it kind of like... So that's in where it should be now, but as I use it, it's my hands don't move, but the sword almost moves to there. So, but again, you know, at least we've got a techno katana. Isn't that right, robot thing? Yeah. Right, so, wrong door. Now, this game is slated to get a lot more bits and pieces. If anybody remembers the start of Death Horizon, that game started off pretty bare bones, but was also quite cheap, and I think that started out before my days. I think that started out in the Oculus Go side of things. It's only, well, the thing is, it's only just the start as well. The development process hasn't even begun. They are going to be very far off from, or I'd imagine, quite a ways away off from, you know, a full Metastore game. Extract, so, okay, so a little bit of a change. We just have to get 500 credits worth. So we'll do that, and now we've got some recoil control as well. Start off with the same amount of ammunition. We've got a decent amount. See if we can use these.
Ready for action. The fight isn't over
yet. Should
game over for you.
Use sparingly your ammunition, but
break,
we'll find
then back to
ammunition.
business.
And if we don't, it's fine. What we got in here for me? Ooh, good start. Cheers. And it's when that I've turned the music down because it is, you know, it is a bit powerful.
Yes, reloading. I'm on fire today. Can't afford to let my guard down.
The
Let's
first one
finish
is
this.
very good. The first one is very good.
And stay dead.
So it looks like if you hit the chest thing, that's your way of getting credits. But yeah, wall running. Need some wall running here, I think. That might come with the whole spider gauntlet-y things and the various bits and bobs. When you hear the music kick up a beat, that's when you've got things on the way.
Take this.
Ooh. Hello, Chris. Hey, look who's... watch out, key winners. Look who's turned up. Now, you don't have to actually move this. You can just leave it in place.
Gotta stay sharp.
And it'll do the thing.
Ready to action.
Dead end. Okay, we can live with that.
Clear.
Don't show that thing. Don't throw those things at me. Where'd you go?
Suspiciously quiet.
Those feel good. That's the cyber. I mean, the punching's pretty great as well, but those are good.
Pretty good
Those
so far.
are good. I feel like as well we could benefit from the old. I do like games where your sprint is through doing this, because it just causes all sorts of faffing, doesn't it? That's what we want. That is what we want. But again, maybe a module for that or something along those lines. Right, so there's our extraction. So yeah, as I said with the ducking, incremental, so you can duck to where you want to be. Which, again, as I said, I've only seen in breaches. Bit of a strange one for this kind of game, but I don't know, overshadowing of gunplay and having to actually take cover and use things. But I also, like breaches, you can hold up, so it just raises you a little bit to peek over the top of things, which is nice.
No ammo. Need to reload. Bye-bye.
Oh, let's crack 'em.
Clean kill.
Wasn't it just? Can I have this? No.
Heads will roll. Armed and ready.
I think for inefficient reloads as well, you actually lose bullets. So
Stay
you
sharp,
should
stay
run
vigilant.
empty before you start ejecting mags. Do you actually need help? No, score that. Come on. She's in! She's in. Yeah, see, no credits for that one, but that was just standard body shots. Maybe it's random, we don't know. Lost! Lost!
Ready to go.
Yeah. Again, see, this is the one thing that I'll say is there's a lot that can be done with just options,
brief pause
like
can't hurt.
things like vignettes, as you said, turning off the character's voice so that it's just subtitles, adjustments on the
Let the game
gun
begin.
positioning. I don't think it's too bad. We've got one on that. We've got one on that one. Or can we only have one? I've never actually.
And stay dead.
Yep, looks like we can have two.
Clean kill.
So, as you can probably tell, just a bit mindless fun most of the time.
I'm ready to kill.
The challenge does ramp up as we crack on. Multiplayer is what got my attention for this one, because I think these sort of environments to run around,
Sound the alarm.
needs to be a little bit more. But procedurally generated is one thing that I do like in games, and the reason being is because you don't know where everything is. You don't know where the crescendo events are. You don't know what's around the next corner or what's going to happen. And so if you've got a game that you can get to a reasonable level of skill or competency at, and there's constantly challenge and constantly different, they'll have to work. I don't think they have, but from the screenshots that I've seen, I would imagine it's 4.
Scratch one. Ready to action.
That's one of my other concerns, as you'll see, is that the slow-mo button...
Cleared. No, I'm out of ammo. Let's rock. Get off. I love to reload.
The slow-mo is on the same thing as the snap turn, which isn't ideal. Again, little things.
Gotcha.
And you can take a decent amount of damage as well before you need to really worry about healing. As you level up, there we go. As you level up, you increase your maximum. We probably should stick this out, shouldn't we? Yeah.
Rest in pieces.
Ooh, can I block with these? Excellent. Brilliant.
I'm ready to kill.
Thank you, Vaughn. Oh, hang on. Remind me in a minute.
Looks like
Nice
the break
one.
is over.
Right, cool. If you would like to win a copy of the game, I am sure... Oh, there we go. Mission complete. What a good time. You have got an idea of how to enter by now. We need that skull emoji
Gotta catch my
in the
breath.
chat. If you would like to enter a giveaway for a free copy of this one. Now, one of the other things that I will mention is this one is $10.99 at the moment. And one of the things that I have read or seen is that the price of this one, as they start adding more features, will gradually increase.
I'm on fire.
Just like Death Horizon did. It's no real surprise. So this is an opportunity to support a dev, basically, and get in early. So, or you wait, see how it turns out, and go from there. But as me and Daub were chatting, zombie and cyberpunk, those two words together are a nice combination. Right, have we got any of those? But there's so much more they can do with this game, I feel, as well. And as I said, good stuff. This is bare bones. Very bare bones at the moment, but I've played AppLab games that are more expensive than this, and this is how they launch. That will not be the case with these guys. I know what Dream Devs are like.
Pretty good so far.
They've got the goodwill from me to get this sort of game and support them early and get on in there. Plus, as well, again, for anybody who is involved on the Death Horizon side of things, they're very much open to suggestions and open to ideas and things that people want to see and things that people want to do and so on. Right, battery change. Yes. Cool. Where do we get? Level 3. So it'll tell us what we've unlocked, and so we get more HP. On the next unlock, we'll get more energy. Oh, Ninja Pork's in. Sorry, guys and gals. I shouldn't say that, really, otherwise it's going to sound rigged. Chris coming in with one of his famous swoops. Not twice. Not a chance. So, we can now get this one to increase our recoil control. Take the old one off. Who needs that? Who needs that when we got this? And we can now have one of these as well. Buy. Always make sure, because I've done this before, always make sure you buy and then put it back in there. It does tell you to do that, so... And then, because I've gone into a level before without a clip, it's not an issue, because at the moment you can just turn around and leave. So, now... we've got a little bit of a different sounding gun. Shiny and chrome. And cyberpunk-like. Not to my knowledge, not yet. But if I remember correctly, Death Horizon was pretty heavy on the old haptic vests. So the giveaway's on right now, Ken, if you want to jump a skull emoji in the chat if you would want to be in with a chance of winning the game. Cool. So, as I said, at the moment, a fairly basic but fun game loop. Go in, kill the things, get the level up, get the money, upgrade your weaponry, become stronger. The harder sectors we play in, the more XP and more there are. And you'll see that there are some different enemies. If you had a look at the roadmap that I put in the little trailer for this, and the trailer is on my channel as well, that will show all of the things that they've got planned. So more modules, more cybernetics, more weaponry, of which we've already seen what 2 of them are, that multiplayer mode. As said, from the pictures that I've seen, I believe that multiplayer mode is going to be at least 4-player cooperative. So I just think it'd be a great little one to run around with your mates in this sort of environment. So they would definitely need to up the enemy count, I feel. But I think it's been dialed down. I don't think it really goes above 3 or 4, but I think that might take into accommodation what the Quest 2's capable of. Because they don't want to price anybody out of the market, do they? So, right. Well, call it there, on.
Stay sharp, stay vigilant.
And pick as a winner. Oh, do we have the... No, didn't. Hey, steady! We don't get to keep the... I was checking things.
That was easy.
Well done, Ray. Good stuff, my man. So I think that's 3 left, maybe?
Quiet enough to hear a pin drop.
Where are we going? So, we need to kill brutes. Now...
I'm ready to kill.
Yeah, as someone was saying, she is...
Lights out.
She does feel a little
Gotta
PG.
catch my breath.
I'd go less PG, I'd say more you. But if, I hope they go like the full syndicate-y style of Cyberpunk. That would be awesome. Big fan of Syndicate. You're different. So, I haven't played around with them a lot. I know you can shoot them in the legs to slow them down. I believe you can knock their armor and helmet off. So it's mouth shots for these guys. Hey.
Let's finish this. Neutralize.
What, for a U? Yeah, fair enough.
I don't like to
I mean,
be
I don't know
punched.
what U's you've been watching for F-bombs, but fair enough. Ah! I was gonna look so cool!
Game over for you. A little break, then back to business. No rounds left. Need to reload. Ready to action.
So, need to find more
catch my
brutes. And as I said, you do get an XP bonus for the amount of exploring you do. So, not only is it within your interest on a game... I am double tapping? That was slow motion. The thing is, from what it's looking like, it's not worth going for headshots. So the double tap to the chest headshot is not the way on this gun.
Stay dead.
So that's a dead end. Oh, there was 2 in there. Where's the other one? Damn. Boy, you were easy. Shut up.
Gotta stay sharp.
Well, almost. Is there another one round here? No. Ah. Well, that's what we're looking for. Ah. Meds? I don't want meds. I want ammo.
Let's rock.
Hold on. I'm trying to put my meds away. You're going to have to wait.
Ouch, you got me. That'll leave a mark. Ouch, that hurts. So evil, I love it. Away from me, you know.
My cybernetics gave up.
Freaking zombies.
Huh? Hang on. Oh, we are out of ammunition. Well, that's not good. I don't know what that was, but I think you might be right. You can still kind of get the motions off that you want to, but as I said, needs a little work.
Rest in pieces.
I've only got enough energy for one. Right, don't use the cybernetics. Just get your cybernetics back. Now my sword should return to me. Haha! Anti-faffing. You can turn that off as well.
The blade prevails.
Not today. Right. We need to find some ammunition. Oh, we've killed enough brutes though. Let's get to level 4 and we can get some more stuff for our gun. Yeah, like there. That doesn't feel right. Like, that should be pointing forward. And that's up. Doesn't seem to go enough.
Oh, I love this sword.
Maybe I should stop shooting those things.
Sharp solution to a sharp problem. The fight isn't over yet.
We were actually talking about Cyberpunk earlier, believe that or not. And I still haven't touched it yet. I don't know if I'd do it in VR. Ow! I would definitely give it a shot on flat. Now if I go there... Wow, you go down like a sack of shit, really, didn't you?
Oh, I love this sword. A little break.
Now, I'd
and back
imagine
to
there
business.
is quite a, not complex system, but there'll be ways to gain the XP and the credit coming from this game through the different things that you do. It looks like... Oh no, that doesn't even give you any cash. Oh well, that's our level 4. We've got a bit of slow-mo.
Personal space, ever heard of it? Oh, it hurts.
Come on now. I didn't let go of that.
Freaking zombies! Your breath is worse than death. So many people, I love it.
But yeah, as I said, I've done enough sword games in VR in my time to know that that feels it feels a little bit off after you've been using it, and then as you put hits in, it seems to almost like crank your control pad back, which is a bit of a weird one. But again, like, you know, Dungeons of Eternity have been doing sword play for quite some time, and they don't seem to have the whole two-handed sword down. So I'm extracting. Get away from me. There we go. Easy job. And now we've got some new things.
Don't forget to learn from your mistakes.
Now, I suppose one of the things that you could say on this, at the moment, there is only 1, 2, 3, 4 sectors, and then a fifth one. I think, if memory serves, Death Horizon, the original one, started off with 4, and then they added lots and lots and lots more. The last one as well isn't so much a level, it's just a sort of congratulations, you've reached the end of the game sort of thing. But as I said, this is just the beginning. So because it's procedurally generated, technically they can just add an unlimited amount of sectors. I mean, they don't even need to make you choose the sectors. What I'd definitely like to see is we need some different biomes. So this whole sort of like laser quasar map is all well and good, but we need more than that. You know, there needs to be like sewer system, like I don't know, some kind of like hab complex or something along those lines. So what can we have now? Ooh. Yes. Goodbye, silencer. Hello, bigger silencer. Yeah, I like it. I will have one of these too. Thank you very much. Oh, what? No, I haven't got enough. Choices. Don't make me make choices. I'm gonna have to make choices. Needs a loudener, doesn't it? Cool. Right. That's us sorted. We can't afford anything else. I've been skimping on my credits. Never had this problem previously. I just had loads of money, enough left to do everything. So, well, let's get back out there then. Let's do some more of the gorilla. So as I said, the two that are coming are the grappling hook and the spider hand. And so hopefully those don't end up being sort of like class dependent things. I'd like to see a lot of different cosmetics that you can have so that you can make up your class based on lots of other bits and pieces, because that means busted and broken combinations, and that's what we want. You know? I can see like a hacker class or something along those lines being in here. That's a bit annoying that it keeps resetting that each and every time. There we go. Sorted. So AR's coming up next, plus the mag and 10 HP. And now we've got a little bit more energy in the spout as well. So let's not die, eh? Yeah, that really put me off of the old... really put me off the old Cyberpunk, that did. So... Oh, yeah, definitely.
I'm ready to
Straight
kill.
onto the blade. Yeah, they'd be, again... I prefer my double-ups on, like, pretty much everything and anything. But to have the option would definitely be a thing. And all it would be is a module. Some kind of module that takes up a slot that then allows you to have two different. So that you have the advantage, but you pay for it. Ladies and
Got you.
we doing here? Ooh, kill bosses. I haven't even got the AI yet. This is a bad idea.
Eliminate
What
it.
we'll do is we'll spend some time leveling up.
Where's everyone?
Because we're going to need either a hell of a lot of pistol ammunition. And again, it is your pretty standard affair with bosses as well. The whole, the old kite. The old kite plays, as you do in these sort of games.
That was easy. Pretty
But
good
then,
so far.
having played Death Horizon, I know the sort of thing that they are capable of doing, like, you know, giving you enemies that are completely invincible up until points. Oh, come on, get in my back slot. There we go.
File this under defeated
Yeah,
with style.
laser nipples, that's an offensive weapon, that is. See, again, that's not... Keep them coming. Keep those suggestions coming. This is what their Discord is for. This is what they're going to be after. No doubt they are going to have lots and lots of ideas, but it's lots of things like this that, because they've got what they already have from Death Horizon, that should be not easy implementations, but, you know, things that can be added. I just want a cyber trench coat and then I'm happy. Yeah, if I can lose the skirt and get a cyber trench coat, and it's cyber because it's got a chip in it. Maybe get some of them laser nipples that Chris is advertising. So you are
Looks like the break is over.
pretty maneuverable in this as well. You'll see that I'm doing a lot of gunplay just because I have the gun, and I do like the feel of these guns.
Where's everyone?
Even though that's not how you're supposed to take those down. You're supposed to reflect lasers back into it, and we are getting a little bit low on ammunition. And we are going to get to a point where we're going to see something, and I'll know that that is a boss, and then we're going to turn around. There it is. So again, it's like things like these that are going to be like placeholders, or what have you, I'd imagine, because that's just like a blue square. So I'm going to take your things.
Clear.
He was quiet. So were you.
Target eliminated. I just had this shirt dry cleaned.
Oh, stop it with you, Eunice.
Lights out.
He's big. We're getting low on ammo. I mean, to be fair, actually, yeah, we haven't tried this yet.
Didn't see that coming.
Oh, knocked his helmet off. Sucks to be you. Oh, no. He's still going. So what about then one of these? Oh no, we're out.
I'm on fire today.
Okay. Sword time then. Did we hit level 5? No. Damn. Alright, we either need more ammunition or hit level 5 and go. So again, you've got that kind of risk reward element. Probably should head back now because I'm out of ammunition. I haven't got the gear to do that
Looks like
boss.
the break is over.
This time, the thing that gets me, and I'm glad that it's early access, is there's times when the sword feels really good, but there is probably outnumbered by the times where it feels a little bit off. Well, and a lot off.
The blade prevails.
More XP, please, and ammunition if you're listening. As with most two-handed swords, stabbing is fine. No problems at all with stabbing. Maybe I should just run around and use it like a spear. Hello. Right?
I'm injured.
Easy, easy. Well, see, the thing is, the coats will go very well with the nipples as well because they'll be concealed. The zombies, if you just ran around, I get the feeling that if you just ran around with cyber nipples, and you'd be able to agree with this, I think, Chris. If you just run around with cyber nipples, they'll dodge out of the way of them. But if you can power them up and then unveil them from your cyber trench coat at the last second, they ain't dodging that. No way. That's quite cool.
Oh, I love this thing.
That's probably not. The stabbing. They've got the stabbing right. I like to do chopping. Hey, where you been? Come on now. Damn. Ooh. Yeah. Right. Oh, you can't look at your map whilst you have a weapon in hand. Interesting. Ah, boss. We haven't got the resources. I mean...
Come on, please first. Rescue. Neutralize.
See, that I kind of like, actually. You can lift them up when you're two-handing the sword. But if you're one-handing it, you can't.
Sound the alarm. Smart solution to a tech problem.
Okay, maybe I got a little bit too much there. Nice one, Bon.
Heads will roll.
Right, let's shoot our way back to the start. Go and grab that AR. Go from there.
Gotcha.
It's one of the things that I always thought would actually do really well. Don't know if anyone remembers the latest or... Cyber cod piece.
Cleared.
Hey, look, you can put a chip in anything and call it cyber, let's be honest. And I'm all about that cyber.
Game over for you.
Nope, ain't got enough ammo.
I love to reload during a battle.
Alright, Ocelot. I did change it earlier. I will check. Well, we're heading back now, so I'll go and change my battery again. So this I kind of like as well. The map only zooms out so far, so there is a possibility of not being able to find the exit and extracting. Kind of like we have now. Hello? Excuse me? Oh no, there it is. Good. So that's a cool thing, and I would imagine these maps can become quite massive and sprawling. I haven't just carried on. Not really. Not really, really. Usually I'm like, ooh, I've got a level up and I can get things, I'm going back. No, thank you, Ron, I will. I was just waiting to get there. Friendly fire. Friendly fire is definitely a thing that we need if this game's going to go multiplayer. Definitely, definitely. Yeah, we're good. Thank you, Bomb. Thank you for your vigilance, Siobhan. Right, let's get some new stuff. Whilst I mess around getting new stuff, you guys can put some skull emojis in the chat. Not a lot. I didn't actually. No, well, okay, friendly fire option then. Like, when the shots are popping off and all the cybernetics are going off, you need to be careful, otherwise you'll hurt your friends. I think that is very important in all games, because it just adds to the hilarity. No one's going to get pissed off. I would find it hilarious if, like, I'm playing with you guys and someone goes to punch a zombie, misses the zombie, and punches my face off. What could be better? As far as the battery side of things is concerned, I don't think this is having much of a drain at all. I started off on 100%, but my battery wasn't connected for the first probably 20 minutes. So I'd imagine this is all right. Right, let's make sure. Should have probably checked that we can actually afford it. Shit, we can't afford it. Right, okay, that's fine. I've got an idea. We're just going to have to... Right? Alright, let's spend that. Don't need that, and we don't need that. That's enough now. That's enough now. What we do need to do is find some ammunition. So, one of the best ways that I found to get credit... Oh, doesn't it just... Doesn't it just? And the thing is, not everybody wants to play that way, and I get that, so you make it so that those that do can have it happen to them, and those that don't can either choose to have it happen to them or not. Let's carry on with this one, because it's 30% extra. Little things. Imagine your goat goes running off into the distance. He comes back. He doesn't tell you. He gets gunned down pretty quickly. In that scenario, he learns. And if we're not for anything else in VR, it's about learning. The thing for me with games that have cooperative but friendly fire is then, for instance, we can go, cool, versus match, you guys fuck off, and they just run off into the level, turn gamer tags off, and all of a sudden you've got deathmatch in a game that you know, shouldn't be.
Where's everyone?
It's one of those things where you make your own fun. Ooh, is there any about here? So ideally what we want to do here to get plenty of credits is it's not those boxes. They don't have a lot in them, if they do have anything in them. It's the hand modules that you press on. They'll give you anywhere between about 150 and 300, in my experience.
The fight isn't over yet.
It's not gonna happen. Now, if you'd have said anything other than bow and arrows... actually, no. I suppose you guys have all seen my accuracy. Like, that's the argument that I would like, is if they're not going to put a bow in the game, an argument where, I don't know, maybe your hand unfurls and then the rest of, like, you basically get the equivalent of an energy bow, and then you've got however long the cybernetic lasts to shoot that off. That would be very cool. I don't really want to waste my ammunition on you. Ooh, you don't like being shot in the face, do you? Hold still. Hold still whilst I shoot thee.
Eliminated.
Or would you...
Close combat.
There we go. Should have led with that. Should have led with that. Yeah, I have badgered, it must be said, the devs on Dungeons & Dragons, and they're like, nah, we ain't doing that. I was like, but come on, you were so close. You had it so that we could damage each other and ourselves with bombs. Did you get a skull in, Ken? I'm not paying attention to who. I just know there's skulls going in. So I assume you did.
I'm on fire today.
But yeah, they had it so that you could damage each other with bombs, and then they took it out. Boo. But yeah, you just make it so that the top difficulties, like I never played. I need money. I ain't got the ammunition for that. We will have a look at the boss.
Cleared.
I'd like to be prepped for it though, because dying at this point is not going to do us any favors. There you go, he's in. But yeah, nice one, Ken. We'll see you soon. But yeah, definitely. So they've got the climbing in this game, but it isn't even used in this. So I'm assuming that they will start adding some verticality to the proceedings. Yeah. Start adding some verticality to the proceedings. And some climbing sections and some various bits and pieces, which would be good. Definitely think enemies should drop in on you from like vents and stuff. I've got a plethora of enemies that they could add for this. But yeah. Keeps on catching the top. Stop! I'm doing things! There we go. It's very precise. Is the problem with that. Hello, Weebs. Get a skull in, Weebs.
Out of my way. Freaking zombies!
Oh, that was terrible shooting.
Yes, reloaded. Eliminated.
Yeah, get a skull in, Weebs.
Let the games begin.
So you're in the giveaway if you'd like to win a copy of this one.
Time to die.
The tracers are good enough on this as well that you can kind of watch your shots go in. I don't find myself doing a lot of aiming down sights, not in these sort of games. You could. Yeah. Well, there is another way.
You need the weapons when you have this.
I like it when games.
Personal space.
God,
Ever heard of it?
that used all my energy. That's why.
Got you.
These are green ones.
Head
Are they taking
roll.
more hits? I think they are. Ow.
Fresh mag. Let's go. Lights out.
The thing that I do like about it, as you'll probably see me doing on the reloads, is they have, unfortunately the buttons are the same.
who's first?
So the button to eject your magazine is the same one for you to what's the terminology? Can't think right now. Work, I suppose. Work the cocking mechanism, or release rather the cocking mechanism, because we all like to release a good cocking mechanism every now and again, don't we? And if you can do it with a button, that's what you want. But yeah, they've got that spot on, and I do like that in games. It always feels good.
Time to die.
Young? Yeah, mate, young buck. 42 years young. Yeah, I suppose it would be. Yeah, chamber around, release the cocking mechanism. But yeah, I like those features in games. I use it a lot on... Oh, actually, hang on. That's a boss, isn't it? Is that why? Why are you outside the room? Why would you even do that? I'll I'll...
I need a sick day after this.
Fucker.
I don't like to being punched.
Why are they silent? Huh. That's bugged out. Okay, I'm not going to have time to check the test here. And I haven't got the ammunition to take him down, not with a pistol.
Fully loaded.
Oh, shit.
I just had this shirt dry cleaned.
That's going to shit. Where are my heels? Well, looks like we're going home then. Yeah, which way was home? Not that way. We're running low on ammunition at the moment as well. The one thing that I will say in this run, in respect to the last run that I did, is not as many terminals about the place. I mean, to be fair, we haven't explored as much.
Target eliminated.
So that's probably something to do with it. No, this is a standalone. Maybe. Or maybe they just dropped here.
Freaking zombies! Oh, it hurts! Oh, that will leave a mark.
Stop throwing things! Don't think you can... Why? I get the impression that this is because when you find a boss, you're supposed to go and do the boss. And now they're just standing menacingly in corridors. Which is great. I like it. We're getting quite a lot of enemies here. And I am running out of ammunition. Stop. Go away. Nicely done.
Bam! Freaking zombies!
Ouch. Ow. Was it this way? It's this way. Right, we might as well use what little ammunition we've got left.
God, need to reload.
Okay, well, that'll be it then. What a great sound effect.
It's the fury, baby.
Oh, she's so you. No, it's the next game out. Oh god, that's getting a little bit much. Yeah, I probably should get out of here. Oh, we're so close. I need more cash. I need more cash.
Out of ammo.
But we did get a level up, and as you're getting level ups as well, we're getting more HP and more energy as well. So those are nice things. 2,000 credits. Call it there, Von, and get someone a game key, please. I think we've got 2 left now. But yeah, it's not a add-on for Death Horizon. This is going to be not for Death Horizon Reloaded. This is going to be its own game. Does that actually keep resetting every time? It does. That's annoying. Auto guess? No, you're just making it lower. That's not even guessing at all. Come on now. So again, though, this is nice because not only can you adjust height, but you never really see any sort of floor offset to take into consideration what you can or cannot do within your play space as well. Basically, it'll be good if you're seated, I would imagine. So you'll be able to get it where you want it to, which you don't see a lot of. Well done, Buck. Good stuff. Right, 2 grand. We've got the best mag, and we've got that. Right, so we need 900. Cool, easy. Let's get back in there, shall we? Yep. Extraction. Do you get anything for an extraction streak? So here's the stats we got, the XP that we got for what we were doing. Kills, there's a headshot bonus, a melee bonus, a prosthetics bonus, and map exploration. Looks like we got the most out of map exploration other than kills, so it's just getting about the place. And then we get an additional percentage on top of both of those because we're in Sector 4, where the bosses are, which isn't where we should be really, because otherwise we're just going to come up to those... Oh, we're back on 4 again. Never mind. Or maybe I should go back to number 3. Oh, sorry, 2 seconds. Oh, hello, Peter. How long did it take me to... Right, okay, so when I first got into VR, it was on PSVR 2. I didn't have too much of a problem with it, but only on certain games. For me to be able to have no problems with it, I had to train myself. I was very worried back in the day when I first started experiencing VR. I'd ordered it all and I had my PSVR on the way and everything, and I was like, oh shit, what happens if I get like really bad motion sickness? I'm not going to be able to... Because I remember thinking at the time, well, VR is just the next logical step to what I'm doing as a gamer, surely. And the nightmare of what if I just can't? Hey, look at that one. He was doing Showtime hands from around the box. Good zombie. And
Paws can't hurt.
right, this is the one that gives you decent cash, and there's one right at the start. So we're just basically going to play around this for a couple of minutes, and go back and forth. And we've got some ammo there as well. Lovely. Good combos. I'll just pick that up. I'm not going to piss around with it. So there are any game that has a decent vignette. It's one of the things that I'll be pushing for on this as well with the devs. It's such a simple ad, but it can be the difference between someone being able to play a game or not. Or if they can't play it straight away, you can train yourselves up. Now, I'm not going to say, oh yeah, you should, grin and bear it and just get on with it, because that's stupid advice. But it's like anything, or at least I found... Oh, I'm taking my meds and I'm going. I found it's like anything. The more of a thing that you do, the better you get at it. Shouldn't waste the ammunition, really, should I? The sound effect, the sound effects are good. The effects need a little bit of love, but the feel of doing that, they've got spot on.
Lights out.
Like, that looks like bits added on, but it needs to, proper go around the gloves. Proper. Right, let's carry on that way. Head back that way in a minute, see if there's some more ammunition. Maybe we can get a boss out of the room and just stand there menacingly. So those bosses will just basically charge you down and try and kill you. Now, this is normally a boss-looking room, but it's not. Is that ammo I see? I hope it is. Yes! You can actually carry a lot of ammunition as well. I don't know what the maximum is. I think it's in the 500s.
You're done.
Oh, silly. That was silly. But yeah, it's like anything. So the game that I used to train myself up was called After the Fall. After the Fall is the one that I trained myself up on. It's got a really good vignette that you can adjust the strength of. That, ideally, a walking game where you can adjust the strength of the vignette are things that you want to do. Just gonna punch you. Brilliant. Well, that hasn't worked out so well, has it? I was too snappy with the grabs. Right, let's put another one of these on our shoulders so we can inevitably lose it. Hey, whoa, 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 whoa! Hold on a second. Damn you.
You mother flipper.
By the time I put it away, I'm going to need it. Ah.
Bye-bye. Clear. Lights out.
It hurts!
Oh, I was slow-mo then as well. There's no excuse. So, that is definitely a thing that I'm finding, and I kind of like it, is if you go into slow motion, you can't keep your rate of fire up, even though you could.
Yes, reloaded.
It kind of goes all over the place. So if you slow your rate of fire
Hater's
down
gonna hate.
whilst you're in slow motion, I mean, the fact that I've got better recoil control now is as much a factor as anything else.
File this under defeated with style. Game over for you.
Wasn't it just? He's worth some credits, isn't he? Hello. He seemed to have dropped my pistol somewhere. There it is. That would return to my holster automatically after so many seconds. So if you do have a VR faff, it's not a problem. You can turn that off in the options. I don't see why you would. To let the hilarity issue, I'm sure. So where was that one? Back that way. So this is one of the ways that I found, and I spent a fair amount of time doing this to up the old credit gain, is if you find one of these that dispenses credits every so often, you basically play around that. So we'll come back here, get it again, explore another direction. Keep doing that. Oh yeah, Katana's always here. My, as I was saying, or as I've said earlier, my yeah, it feels like it's one of mine.
Come on, who's first?
That way. The sword play feels a little off. So it's fine for stabbing, but it feels off in the same way that the two-handing swords in Dungeons does. Like that. That's not how I'm holding my hands. Okay, here's the thing. Maybe I'm being too lax. Potentially. Because as I said, there's times where it feels right, and there's times where it adjusts. I don't think it's to do with speed. But I expect myself some easy work.
Freaking zombie! Ow, let's get to the chase.
Well, that's good.
Sharp solution to a sharp problem.
Oh yeah. Decapitation easily possible. But as I said, it's like the stabbing mechanic, the running through mechanic is very good. That feels great. But it's just when you're doing the swinging, it just feels at times a little bit off. Like, I'm very happy that you can go. Hang on. Let's find a zombie. Why are there none about when I want them? Right, let's go this way then. But yeah, as I said, the punching and the wrist swords, wrist blades that you can get feel good. The sword is a little bit off. That needs a little work, I think. It's getting there.
Suspiciously quiet.
What's this now? I don't. It doesn't tell me. Yeah. Probably lost it already.
Where's everyone?
Where was the cash thing that I keep on banging on
Heads
about? I don't even know if
roll.
I got it in the end. I feel like I didn't. Definitely needs wall running in this. The slow motion's very cool as well. They've nailed.
Away from me, you knobs! Let's rock.
Nailed the sound effects for that. Hang on. Let's just one at a time, please, gentlemen. You run and up and down.
Rest in pieces. Oh, I love this sword.
Right, where's the terminal that I'm looking for? Hold on a second. Oh, wait. Now. I did say now.
Sharp solution to a sharp problem. Freaking zombies! It's suspiciously quiet.
Wrecked my health. Yeah, it actually stayed. Well, would you look at that? Right. I have no idea what we're like on credits, but we got some more. So let's explore this way and then come back again and get some more credits. That's like 600-ish just from doing that. And if there's another one up here, you can then tandem between multiple ones.
Eliminated.
Well, that'll keep us here a bit longer. But yeah, the multiplayer experience I can see being really good for this.
Ready for action.
Obviously, they'll need to add a lot of variety to it. It needs to be enough so
Gotcha.
that everybody's doing plenty
Empty
different.
mag, need to reload. Out of my way.
Yeah, plenty of modules and hacking abilities, and you know, like it's not going to take a genius to put a module in that allows you to take control of those, and then they can add more things in that you can take control of, or like closing doors would be a cool thing. I know it sounds quite basic.
Heads will roll.
Just thinking about it earlier, where like, you know, you get to the end of a
Lights out.
corridor and then the door closes in front of you and zombies start rushing you from the other end of the corridor. So then you've got a proper firefight on your hands down a corridor, whilst one or multiple
Can't afford to let my guard down.
members struggle with the oncoming horde whilst the other one's pissing around with the door. Get a little mini game in there, add a little bit of stress. Then everyone can shout, "Look, you had one fucking job!" Probably be me.
I'm on fire today.
Doing the shouting, obviously. If I had the job, it'd be done already. Hey,
The fight isn't over yet. Back in business.
I do and I don't like how these zombies, have, like all of these enemies seems to have their like +5 to sneaking boots on. She literally just said all clear.
Gee, killing is fun.
I mean, I didn't mean slow motion for that, but...
Stay sharp, stay vigilant.
Right, what are we saying?
Let's
So,
go.
there's one down there that we can do. Let's go back this way. Cheers, Vaughn. See what we're like timing-wise on this one. Quick check on your battery whilst we're on the run. Yeah, we're good. Change it over to the next one.
Let's rock. I'm on fire today.
Hey!
Neutralized.
I mean, sometimes it does feel quite cheap. With the enemies just spawning in from around corners and behind you. But as I said, at least they're not just fucking popping in. That would be even worse. Much worse. Alright, we've almost got enough. You now. I mean, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. Oh, okay. Okay, we may have some kind of new weaponry here. Let's give it a test. I'm gonna whirl my arms around, and if you guys get hit, it's your fault.
Freaking zombies!
I mean, it's damaging. I mean, it's not very good. But again, the fact that you can do it.
That was easy. Neutralized.
One thing that they have, as I was mentioning earlier, I'd like to think I'm pretty well practiced and very quick on my hand maneuvers to do things like, you know, slapping a mag out, putting a new one in, and then pressing the button to rack the slide. All feels very smooth, very nice. So it's keeping up with me. I've had games that can't. Cool, this seems to be going up the longer that we stay as well, which is nice. Yeah, let's save some ammunition, shall we? Can't help.
Didn't see that coming?
Ah, maybe that was right. Maybe we did it with the wrong one. Maybe if we swing your arms around the place, maybe this will be more powerful. We can work up the momentum.
I didn't even take your stapler.
I mean, it does now, because I've put the recoil thing on. But it's because it's a rather large silencer. To be fair, what they should have... I mean, silencers are cool and everything.
That was easy.
Or suppressors.
You're done.
But there should have been the choice. So if you want the silence noise... But again, these are all things, aren't they? Oh, we've got the credits we need now. We'll go back, get one more, so we've got some extras. Where was it? It was this way. You better watch our health. Like in Pistol Whip, you've got the ability to have your gun sounding suppressed, or silenced, or a water gun, or, you know, like proper beefy, or just normal gun noise. I'd like all of those options.
Gotcha.
And 25 seconds, we'll wait for that. And if you want to make different
Sound the alarm and stay dead.
sound effects for modules for it, that's something we haven't tried yet. Talking of pistol whipping, how do you fare with one of these? I mean, it looked like it proper stoved his head in, so that was good. Wait your turn.
Oh, that will leave a mark.
Okay, time to go. Very good. Very good. But yeah, it does sound a bit staple-like when you've got the full big boy suppressor on it.
Welcome back, human.
Thank you, robot. Has it saved it this time? Feels no, it hasn't. Again, these are little things. But like, you know, these are the little things. If you're buying this game on AppLab and expecting like fully polished and finished, you're in the wrong place if you're on AppLab for that. Very much so. But as I said, very serviceable, very good. Do we get one of those with it? I feel like we do. Yes, we do. Cool. I have taken this out before putting the mag in. If you do that, you will go in without a mag and without the ability to get ammunition for it, which is heart-wrenching. Can we? I haven't even tried. Okay, you can kind of throw it in. What about that way? I always test these things. The little things. So that's something that I find, and it kind of happens. It happens in other games as well. If you don't go far enough with the grab button, because there is an eject button. If you don't go far enough with the grab button, you'll end up grabbing the magazine. Now, one of the things that's bad about that is if you just let go of the grab button, normally that would be fine. But in this, it actually gets rid of the magazine, so that needs to be looked at, because there's times when you'll accidentally grab that and then you let go of grip and just reposition and it drops the magazine on the floor for you, which is no good. But again, little things. Right, if you'd like to win another copy of this game, I think got 2 left, right? Something like that. Skulls in the chat for a copy of Death Horizon CyberFusion. If you would like to win one, find the skull emoji, post it in. I'm going to have a play with the rifle. So now we should be capable of doing ourselves a boss. We can do it with a pistol. It'll just take an obnoxious amount of time, and I might get my head punched off. Ooh, let's go and play with a sword a bit more as well. But as I said, I've played a lot of games in my time, and I've played games that have released like this on the Meta Store. And, you know, this one's not ready, and that's not what this is. Ooh, can we actually afford it? Hang on, wait, what? Okay, maybe I got some bonuses. Maybe we got some bonuses at some point that I didn't realise. Well, you better believe we're having that. This is a very big magazine. Let's I mean, you can just put it back in, but you got to remember. So basically, you hold that. If you accidentally grab that, you have to pull the mag out and then back in again. I mean, that sounds beefy, doesn't it? You. I want you. Oh, don't make me lean down to get out, you busted thing. Right. We'll play with that later. I want it sounding in all its glory. Cool. Right. Let's go. Oh, blades. That's not blades. That's gorilla power. This is blades. But yeah, I feel like those, because there's not, probably because they're one-handed, so you can't two-hand them. Red as well. Looks good, doesn't it? Very Sith-like. Anyway. They unfortunately don't stay out when you have your weaponry, which, I mean, they come back if you do it in time. Alright, let's see about killing some bosses. It's another nice looking gun model as well. So, as I'd expect from Dream Devs, they've done some really good gun models in the original Death Horizon. But yeah, I suppose one of the things to analyse this against as well, I mean, it's early days, so it's a bit of a bad analysis, but one of the things to
file this under defeated with style.
Think about it along the lines of is, where does this stack with something like the obvious one that this is very similar to is after the fall, especially with when it has its cooperative side of things. So where does this stack? Because you are forced to manually reload. Well, there aren't as many enemies coming at you, and they're not as fast. They can jump you and surprise you, but you have enough lulls to be able to reload. Now, in After the Fall, you can actually change it to
Looks like the
manual
break is over.
reload. Nobody does, because it's bloody hard. It's hard enough as is. Man, have I even put the banana mag in? I feel like I haven't.
Clean kill.
It's a bit all over the show. Right, where's the boss? Give me the boss.
Let's finish this.
So as I said, the boss is, you know, your fairly standard affair. Kite him, shoot him, dead, done. If you have a pistol, it takes for bloody ever. If you have an AR, it doesn't. But yeah, and there's us using all the ammunition. Maybe we should keep some of that just in case we don't actually find any. That's not good. It done that to me last time. It might be a bug then. Damn it. Right, we're going back.
Bye-bye.
So, this is what happened to me last time. I bought the... Because you're supposed to have ammunition for both.
Clean kill.
You're supposed to have ammunition for both, and last time I thought I just hadn't equipped the right thing. I don't remember dropping my pistol mag. I don't even remember upgrading it. There we go. That's annoying. But again, feels like... feels like we're going home early. So, but you can go anytime you want. So yeah, I had this last time when I first upgraded from the pistol to the AR. I was expecting to have ammunition for both. And then I got into the match and I just had ammunition for the pistol, not the AR. So go back and come back in again. It's no skin, is it? Try that silencer out. I do like the bang bang of the AR though. Right, call it there then, Bond. Pick as a winner. Yeah, well, you might be ready to kill up, but I ain't got any bloody ammunition.
Use my blade.
These are very cool. Yep, well, you're gonna have to wait, aren't you? Don't worry, wait there. I'll be back. I'll go get help. Let's try that again, shall we? Just as I was saying at the beginning. Well done, Mindshift. Excellent work, sir. I had this previously, so that hasn't got a clip in it. So I wonder if it's because I dropped the magazine by accident. Let's have that. A look-see. Nope. So look at that. Revolver's looking good. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that'll be the standard cylinder. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, Kim, it's not a 7-shooter. Oh, what's that? That looks like a laser for it. What else we got here? And the shotgun. So there's a stock. There's a compensator. Drum mag, standard mag. That's small. Give us bigger than that. That's more like it. And then that's probably a laser. And there we go as well. Is that the one that we've got in? Yeah, it is. It is. We can get drum mag as well. Lovely. Right, that there. Right, so we've definitely got a magazine in this one. Definitely got a magazine in this one. Double checking that I've got a magazine in this one. Let's try again. Let's actually kill a boss, shall we? And so this mission is kill three bosses in this sector. You don't have to do it all in one either. And that's in essence then kind of game over. That's the amount of content that there is. You can carry on though. I haven't. Maybe I will. And killing more bosses. I don't think there's anything. It's done it again. I think I know what it is. It might actually be me. I mean, there's no penalties, so it doesn't matter. We'll just keep it. We'll force it. Force it. Once it's in and done, it works.
The latest performance review.
Yeah, I've received it all. Right, let's see what's going on here. No. No. Yes. Owned. That updates it. That's what it said. It has been bought. Definitely. And then that's the same. That was already fine. Right, let's try that again. See if it's a bug or a feature. But yeah, you can definitely have both kinds of ammunition, both guns rocking out. But yeah, as I said, I'd like to see some, I don't know, it doesn't need to be anything amazing. I was thinking like a cool pair of gloves could be like gloves that allow you to hang spring or something along those lines, so that when you jump, you can throw your arms up in the air a la Hell Sweeper and start flipping. I'd like that. But again, I don't know how difficult it is to pull flipping off, and it just auto... Hey, there we go.
Let the games begin.
I can't do it. I'm going to need both. I'm really going to need both. Hang on. Come on now. I've definitely hadn't it worked before.
Mistakes are just opportunities for growth.
So that's gone. Let's do both. So you get in here. Yes, right. That's owned. That now updates. Updated. Magazines. Yes. Magazines. Yes. Is it something to do with that? Or is it because... Oh, I know. I might know what it is. Yum, 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 yum. It's saying I've got ammunition. Testing. Come on now. Right, that's what I was looking for. But then that one disappears. Right, well, they're both there now, so I reckon that's worked. Easy. Oh, I know what we can do. Nope, can't from there. Sprint hands. Sprint hands when. But yeah, so I was talking about Syndicate earlier, and I'd love to play the late, like, I love the old Syndicates, and I know it was probably regarded as hot trash, but I really like the latest first-person shooter Syndicate that they did, which was done many moons ago, and I don't think it did very well either. But I thought it was really good. I really enjoyed that, and actually played quite a bit of multiplayer on that. Had a great time with all the cyber enhancements and my Gatling gun. It was great. Or minigun, rather. And it was just all the single player on that game was great as well. It's where I was joking with Chris about everything. If it's got a chip in it, it's cyber. And in the first person Syndicate, like, just looking at the boxes, it would come up with an information and it would just go, cardboard box, standard delivery. It's like, because they've put a chip in and
Where's
you
everyone?
can read it.
Looks like the break is over.
Right? Yeah, we got ammo. Cool, let's go. Fuck. Stop it. Oh, cool, we're sorted. We're set. Uh-oh. Why am I stuck on the box? That's some terrible shooting.
A brief pause can't hurt.
Thank you. Right. It also, for some reason, doesn't update your ammunition until you reload. So, we'll see how much we get. But I think those ammo boxes give you 150 for the pistol.
Ready for action.
Oh, this one's updated though. That one hasn't.
Gotcha.
Good. This is what we like.
Let's finish this. Neutralized. Let's rock. That was easy.
Well, the irons aren't bad. The green on red's quite good.
Neutralized.
2 seconds. Huh. A little bit of slow time for a quick battery change. And dump mag. See, this I don't like. Bastard. So now that I've dropped that mag, oh, hasn't got any ammunition. Let's just check that. Yeah, it did. Lies. Yeah, if you do drop a mag for any reason, make sure you pick it up and take it with you. Hold it in your offhand, because that's got ammunition, and I don't. I don't think it returns to you. I think I checked that. Which is good. Oh, the iron sights. Green at the back, red at the front, which is quite good. Right. So, before we do the boss, if there are any enemies around, we want to clear them. And then this big guy. No, sir, I don't want any.
No, I'm out of ammo. Personal space. Ever heard of it?
There you go, one boss defeated, and that's why we take the AR.
Take this.
Still getting used to it. Grip. Plenty of ammunition for this. Not so much that you can be complacent. Right, we'll use the rest of this clip, reload it, and then we'll get back.
Lights out.
6. Right, that's one boss. Do some credits.
The fight isn't over yet. Looks like the break is over.
Yeah, so
Gee, killing is fun.
party on for him. Let's just do that. Do that.
It's suspiciously quiet.
Pop that in, and we'll go back on the pistol for a bit. So it's not a game that's going to blow anybody away. All the basics, all the key bits and pieces are here. The graphics are very serviceable. The gameplay is fluid. I'm not feeling sick playing this. Now, again, as I said, I've got some decent VR legs on me, but you know, I've come off of games even in the Metastore where the frame rate isn't right, or they've done something or not got something quite right, and you end up feeling sick playing the game. Resident Evil 7 used to do that, or which one was it? Not The Village. Yeah, it was 7. Can't remember what the title was that one was. But with the family and everything. But that was more of a PSVR thing, and that one used to make me feel sick after a little while, just because graphics-wise, textures-wise, and I think it was FPS-wise as well, just not up to it. And PSVR was not great. Yeah, agreed. I believe this is at 120. Yeah, no worries, Weeps. Yeah, nice one, Weeps. As I said, I've got. Ooh.
Gotcha. I love to reload during a battle.
I've got next week free, so we'll tag up then. Just give me control.
Empty mag, need to reload.
I mean, I like that. One mag dead. Fantastic. He did not outstay his welcome.
Scratch one.
Lovely. Although if I have to fight 2 at a time, that'll be a bit annoying. Right, that's 2.
Target eliminated.
So already we're starting to see now. So I think it might be based on level. So maybe I should play this some more to see where we get. But starting to get a lot more enemies on screen at the same time. I saw 5.
Empty, need to reload.
There a minute ago.
Yes, reloaded. Cleared. Heads will roll. Ready to go. Eliminated.
Get the boxes. I'm sure it's a waste of ammunition. That was one of the things that I was talking about earlier. When you strafe at speed, it seems like the bullets are slightly off. Forward and backward, not so much a problem. Strafing, the bullets seem a little bit off. I'm trying to demonstrate. Same, it's actually, that's funny, it's the same thing.
Get away from me.
It's the same problem that IDU has when you are strafing and fire an arrow. The arrow travels the way that you're going, as opposed to, you know, the other way. It shouldn't go. Cheers, Vaughn. I have just changed battery, so it should be good for a little bit longer. Again, I should just mincemeat you and then skewer you. Don't go off, don't go off. Damn. Damn.
The fight isn't over yet. I love to reload during a battle.
She's got that line wrong. It's I love the thrill of reloading during battle.
File this under defeated with style. Ready for action. Lights out.
Stop it, you're wasting my AR. This way. Not this way.
Bye-bye.
Right. I think there was a credit thing this way. So let's go there, activate that, then go and find the last boss.
Let's finish this. Got you.
Suppose it can.
Ready for
So one of
action.
the things I was thinking is like, yeah, but it's headshots for zombies, isn't it? Is it refreshing to have to do body shots on them as well, or be able to do body shots on them? I mean, it's nice that there's 2 weak points. I feel steady. I feel like they might have done that because their hitboxes aren't quite as on it as they could be. Hey,
Let's cut to the chase.
Oh, I ran out.
Time to die.
That's not what I was going for. I mean, it's super effective. Uh-oh. Don't throw shit at me. Right, where are we going? This way. Sit down. Boss to go for. More cash. Oh, more ammo. So yeah, if you like going down corridors a lot and shooting zombies and having fairly tidy gun mechanics with possibilities for cybernetics and hand-to-hand combat and slow time, maybe worth your time.
Ready to go. Who's next?
Yeah, nice one, Chris. If you, well, actually, hang on a second. What time are we on?
A pin drop.
If Chris is just about to go, let's do the last giveaway. Go on, Vaughn. We'll do the last giveaway, and then that's us done then. So, that is right. We have got one more key, right? If we have... I don't keep track of these things. It's not my job. I just play the games.
It's too quiet here.
But yeah, get a skull emoji in the chat if you would like to win the last copy of the game I think we have.
Target eliminated.
So, one of the other things that I haven't found out about yet, I don't know if Norb is still about or not, is...
Gah, need to reload. Lights out.
I don't... This one is on Steam. I would imagine it would be cleaner and tidier and...
A brief pause can't hurt.
better on the old graphics side of things. Norb's got a copy to find out for us, so... he might be able to tell us at some point.
Rest in pieces. Stay sharp, stay vigilant. Fully loaded.
Hmm.
The fight isn't over yet.
I know, right?
Let's rock.
We haven't got much in the ways of AR, though.
File this under defeated with
Oh, look,
style.
they were mating! Oh, that's how anybody wanted to know how drones
See,
were born.
killing is fun.
That was a very good
No
example
rounds
just then.
left. Need to reload.
And
Use my blade.
cool.
Where's everyone?
And we'll take that. Now, that's unfortunate because it means it's not this way. Did I even take that? No.
Pretty good so
think so.
far.
Yeah, we'll have that. God, those don't get. They're not very generous. Nope. Where's left? That was a boss room. No, no.
Cleared.
Well, maybe that's the level, though. Maybe there's not 3 on the level. So we'll just have to come back in and do it again. But it does keep track of your objectives like that, so... Or maybe, just
Looks
maybe...
like the break is over.
I've forgotten a passage that we could go down. That's free money. And passage there. Lovely. I think this is the last way to go, and we're not too far away from the exit either.
Sound the alarm and stay dead. Armed and ready. Clean kill. Ready to go.
Oh, we're just doing that.
You mother flipper. Back off.
You mother flipper indeed. Just want to run the magazine out so I'm being efficient.
Jesus, it hurts. Jeez, it hurts. Away from me, you knob.
Get away from me, you knobs.
Rest in pieces.
That's totally the wrong way to say that. It sounds stupid with that accent.
The fight isn't over yet.
After that little fiasco, we're going to need this. Oh, is that a dead end? Oh.
Let the games begin.
Well, they can't. We're done. We're finished.
Let's go.
So, potentially what's happening here is the higher level you get, the more enemies that are able to be on screen at a time. Possibly. So I think we're up to like 5 now, and it did start out at 3. They're just silent. Oh, that one wasn't.
Target eliminated.
Cool. We'll end this one once I'm back.
File this under defeated with style.
Maybe I'll just die, and then the giveaway will go on forever. I am waiting 84 seconds. I got plenty of cash. Oh, is that a way? No, it's not. Maybe it was. Oh, for heading back. It's fun. Already quicking things up.
And stay dead. See, killing is fun.
That's something else that I've noticed as well, is you can grip things wrong.
Target eliminated.
And it's quite difficult to notice when you've done it.
That was easy.
Come quick. Got it.
Can't afford to let my guard down.
Cool. We'll do one more boss, and then we'll call it a night, so you guys can see the last of it. So yeah, give that key away then, Von. Pick us out our lucky winner.
Need more collecting managers.
I'll get some things for the AR. We'll kill one more boss, and then I can kind of show you where they're at. So that's it. You can carry on leveling up. If I had the time, I mean, we might do. I could keep going and see, but I think it's just going to give us 10 more energy, 10 more HP, and just keep going. Potentially. Don't think there's going to be anything else. It does make it clear at the end. Ooh. Yeah, we'll have that. Yeah, we've got loads of money now. And we've already got that. Cool. Let's change it up then. So we go. Well done, Kim. Pop that on there. Maybe that will help. Pop that on there. That on there. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, well done, Kim. Good stuff. Right. Hopefully it does the... Right, both the mags seem to be in. This is a good sign. I do need to keep doing this. So yeah. So there you go. So congratulations all ye lucky winners. That's all the keys for today. I have got some other things planned. I'm hopefully going to have a giveaway. So now that we're at the end of the giveaway, for anybody who hasn't seen, there is a code, we mentioned it at the beginning of the stream, there is a code for like 90% off of Max Mustard, the game, which is normally like a $21.99 VR platformer, I guess. Our Super Mario, as it were. And yeah, 90% off that game. I'm not a massive fan of VR platformers. You know, if I want a platform, I can't play it on flat screen. But for £2, I can't help myself. Just can't help myself for £2. So if you need the code, I'm sure someone could put it in the chat again. I know we did earlier. Or have a look on the community tab. Found by our very own Von. Well done, Von.
Empty, need to reload.
That's £2 of my credit that chat won't be getting.
That was easy.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it was fun playing Moss, but I wasn't playing it correctly. Were we over 100 kills on Moss? I think we were. I got him squashed. I got him impaled. I got him thrown off of the stage. I drowned him multiple times. A lot of fun. Really good fun.
Game over for you.
To be fair, I played 200 plus.
Sound the alarm. Out of
It
ammo.
wasn't 200. Come on now. But yeah, to be fair, I know people have said that it's not as good and a bit boring, but I preferred Mixture to
the fight isn't over
thingy.
yet.
If you have a look on my community tab, Chris, and it's one of those ones that you have to put in at checkout. It's like 90 dash
File this
RCM
under
90,
defeated with style.
something like that.
No rounds left. Need to reload. Locked
Right?
and loaded.
Had to be inventive. Had to be inventive. Yeah, I mean, you know, what I should do is I should go and have a look at Max Mustard. There you go. Nice one, Ross. But yeah, for £2, and yeah, for you, definitely, Chris, definitely build up your library. And I know you were chatting the other guy as well about the subscription. Definitely a great thing to do whilst you are building up your library, you know. I mean, this is part of the reason why I give games away, just to help Ninja Pork out and help him build up his library for nothing. Although, not so lucky today. We'll have to go back on Dragon Fist, though.
Out of my way.
I feel like I need to have a Kung Fu Fantasy with Ninja Pork at some point in the future, cooperatively. No. This way, then.
Where's everyone?
But yeah, for £2, even if I don't like it, it's the sort of thing that I can see my kids getting into, and then there's the gateway drug for proper VR play, isn't it? And the next generation will have no chance. I was actually playing some of that Acorn, or Akron, I think it's called, actually, with them the other day. They loved it. Absolutely loved it. So, it was fun as well, and in true Silver Tongue Devil dad mode tradition, I gave no quarter. It was three 10-year-olds, one 15-year-old, and my 4-year-old, and I destroyed them over and over again to the point they were like, "You can't be the tree anymore." I was like, look, this is how you get better at games, girls. You go up against people that know what they're doing, and you keep playing until you can beat them. They were getting annoyed. And although, having said that, my littlest one, my 4-year-old, who didn't really understand what she was doing, came up with the best tactic of building bridges in and around my face, so that I couldn't see what was going on. She was so happy with herself as well, bless her.
Back ready to file this under defeated with style.
Well, you're good at games, Kim, so it worked. It worked. I think it's the way you gotta be. But yeah, I did it with my brother as well, and he's probably better at games than I am. So there you go. The jump on this one is quite good as well. Feels right. Hold down A actually ducks you and like preps you for the jump, and then let go. Again, I'm sure they'll change the options. Have that changeable in the options if you don't like that. I don't usually do that in games. I usually like my jumps to be quite responsive. But the fact that it sort of like coils you and then springs you up is cool. There wasn't another way. Guess we'll see in a minute. Did we get some ammunition? Yeah, we must have done.
Let's go.
Right, let's go. Yeah, no, so Chris, Jesus Christ, they're silent. Oh.
Jesus, it hurts.
It's not what I intended to do.
Come on, take this.
It's not what I intended to do at all. VR fatting at its best.
Out of my way.
That's the exit. Yeah. Yeah, they could have it said that they... Again, it's a simple option that they can do, because it won't be in with the music and it won't be in with the sound effects. It'll just be its own thing. So they'll be able to add a volume slider. They do for most games. Like, I kind of like the guy in Hellsweeper, so I don't want to turn him off, but you can, like, minimize his advice as well, so he doesn't talk in every 5 seconds. Because, you know, I don't want anyone to compete with
Stay
now,
sharp,
do I?
stay vigilant.
And
Gee, killing is fun. Armed and ready.
so yeah, as I said, they might not like it, but it's definitely, but again, it's as I said, it's one of the things that this game is in desperate need of, as are all games in this sort of stage of development or app lab. Options, 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 and more options. So vignettes and voiceover off.
Take this.
Gun positioning, hand-to-hand combat weaponry positioning. Although, as I said, it's not... Right, he always criticises my reloading too. And my magic.
And stay dead.
It's constantly like, you're always running out of magic, dude. Sort it out. It's like, no, I know what I'm doing.
Bye-bye.
That's why I'm always out of magic. Ugh. Right, you're all having it. You first. Get off on my sword. There, easy. Ooh, you're still alive. That's not what I was going for. Uh-oh. Come back here. Come back here, gun. I need you.
Freaking zombies. Cleared.
So what happened there, which was quite amusing, the gun got caught on my sword. Good! As it bloody
Gotta
should
catch my
do.
breath.
Oh, so basically go onto the game and go as far as purchase,
Can't afford to let my
and
guard down.
then it'll, just before you put your passcode in or your card details or whatnot, right
Let's
on the
rock.
screen before you pay or at the same time as you're paying, there'll be an add promo code, and just pop it in there, mate, and you are good to go. Cool. And you're going to go down nice and quick. Can we use less than a clip if we headshot him, or does it not matter?
Empty mag. Need to reload.
Don't think it matters.
Let's make some noise.
Right, so we are pretty much out of here.
Bye-bye.
So let's use some AR.
Eliminated.
But yeah, I want, for me, one of the options that I want is the ability to rack or cock the weapon.
The fight isn't over yet.
Whatever your preference is with the trigger. Very important for me because, again, there's quite a lot of games that are like this as well. And I know, like, you know, people are always like, why are you worried about it being trigger or grip for pulling arrows? Well, because A, IDU's got it right and that feels right. And secondly, if I'm pulling an arrow, that is a fine motor skill. I'm not grabbing it. I'm, like, picking it up with my fingers. That's what trigger. You wouldn't use the grip button to pull the trigger, would you? Because it's a fine motor action. You use your fingers, you use the trigger button, strangely enough, for doing those sort of things. And it's the same with arrows. And I also...
Cleared.
You don't grab... You don't grab the,
Eliminated.
the cocking handle with
I'm
the
ready to
heel of
kill.
your hand. You grab it with your fingers.
Let's rock.
Are you still alive? Probably not now.
Out of ammo, but not out of skill. Personal
Ow.
space. Ever heard of it?
Cool. Let's head back. We'll have a look at that end screen. Because that'll be a good place to end it, and then I might carry on doing a bit more.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Yeah, and the thing is, as well, one clip for a big guy. No. Out of the hand. Even though the
I'm
leveling
ready to
up doesn't
kill.
increase my power of my weapons, it's only doing recoil, or at least that's what it's doing for these ones. Where are we? he's saying. That way.
You're done.
Don't even know if I like that handle. It's a bit
Gotta catch my breath.
salty. Should we go up 70?
Bye-bye.
I mean, at least it's zeroed. I've played games where it's not. Or at least that feels pretty bob on. But yeah,
Pretty good so
the
far.
thing is as well, this time, I was... Oh, we got some ammunition. That's not very useful. This time I went for a good few headshots to begin with. That's why I popped the slow motion on.
To business.
Try control the recoil and put it all on his head. And that didn't seem to make much difference. So it was still a full clip to take him down. So, but then these are all the other little things as well. There'll be builds that you can get that'll make your shots better, or hot shot variants, or dum-dums in various rounds. We'll know how these sort of games go. But one of the things that I am liking about the aesthetic of this is all the guns look very clean, and they won't be sort of like bandaged or things taped on or various bits and pieces like shoehorned on. It'll all be very clean and crisp and neon and yeah, that kind of cyberpunk vibe. So let's go and have a look at the last level, and we'll end it there, I think. And so, as I said, you can get to this part and then carry on. I don't know how much further you could carry on. I'd imagine the levels go up to level 10. That's when you unlock the last bit of kit for the rifle. I'd imagine the leveling up goes on past then. Maybe I'll have a look at that in my own times.
You've faced many challenges in the lab, and you've emerged victorious. In your expeditions within the lab, you have pushed to the very brink of the zones we can reclaim under our control. But our job is not over yet. Currently, we're working on unlocking new sectors and developing new gear for you. It will take some time, but right now, revel in the pride of your accomplishments. Activate the terminal to claim your reward and get back to the hub to continue our fight.
So basically, what that's saying is like, you know, that's you done. So, collectibles, achievements, hub improvements, obviously. New enemies are going to be added, obviously. New weapons, I believe that's in addition to the ones that we've already seen. New maps, so it isn't just going to be that neon laser quasar-esque corridors. There will be different biomes, and it'll probably be along the same lines. I would speculate that they've got the ability to climb in this game, but it hasn't been used at all within the game. So I would imagine verticality will be something that will start coming to the thing. New cyber implants, we've already seen some, plus there's going to be more added. New missions, and obviously more. And then this one is the big one. Now, it could be 3-player cooperative, it could be 4-player cooperative. I'd like to think it's 4. 4 does seem to be the magic number. When you have a game that's 3, somebody always ends up missing out. But then, equally, when you have a game that's 4, you can never fill that 4th bloody slot, can you? And then, mods-wise, I assume that that's mod support, not modifications for ourselves. But, again, these are things that we'll clarify. I plan on keeping a finger on the pulse on this one to see what happens with its development. It's a good start. It's an app lab start. It's early access is what it is. So, but on that bombshell, we shall end it there. Congratulations to all the key giveaway winners. This has been Death Horizon CyberFusion, running natively on the Quest 3. I have been Silver Tongue Devil. Good night.